Good afternoon, CFM. This is Coach Matt with our Wednesday deload week, day number 3 workout. Let's begin with 2 minutes of your choice warm-up pace cardio and then go through 2 rounds of the following complex. There's a lot of running drills, and you've noticed we had running in the workout earlier this week, but heel toe rocks to start off with is a good lower extremity prep work. And then we'll go into bounding tuck jumps and several of the other exercises, but you can see this targeting of some running exercises, running drills, learning how to run better with body position or with foot strike or with just repetition of some of these drills that we do. So lean into that as we go into the springtime. We're going to be running more, and as we go into the summertime, we'll be doing more incorporating stuff like sleds and sprints and outdoor runs and such. Okay, so after the heel toe rocks, get some bounding tuck jumps. So we're just jumping and pulling your knees up in front of you for 10 reps. Then we're gonna do leaning high knees. So lean against the wall with a significant angle here, and we're just trying to run and get your knee up above your hip without jumping too high. So it's gotta be fast feet. You gotta be pushing the wall like you're trying to shove the wall over and driving those knees up high for 20 seconds. That should get your heart rate up nice and high if you go the full 20 seconds. Then slow it down a little bit with 15 seconds of a static Cossack hold on each side. And I would say start off at the rig and point yourself at the rig, holding onto it with one arm or 2 arms, but sit there at the bottom, stretch this out. This will be the superset when we get to our deadlifts. So this is trying to just establish good position and stretch out the legs a little bit. And we can use a weight if possible when we go into the workout. Then it's warm up deadlifts. Deadlift is the heaviest or highest percentage thing that we're doing this week, just because of where it's at on our strength training progressions. So take your time and focus most of your effort on this specific lift. There is a superset with the deadlifts today of a Cossack squat, and then there's a coach's challenge with a press out on the Cossack squat. So if you can do the Cossack squat with a little bit of weight, that's great. It's 4 reps on each side. The press out version of the Cossack squat is as I'm going down, I press the weight out so that my arms are straight, and then as I stand up, I pull it back to my chest. And then on the other side, press it out until my arms are straight. As I stand up, pull it back to my chest. Okay, so I'm getting a little bit of extra arm and shoulder work on that squat when I do that, if you would like to do it. That's just our coach's challenge, so not required, just an option for those of you that want a little bit something more difficult on that. And the superset is on the first 3 sets only, so there is a total of 5 sets. The last 2 sets of 3 should be relatively challenging at 88 and 90%. Those should be approaching a 3 rep max for our deadlift. When we finish with that, put all the weights away. You will need a single kettlebell, probably heavier than the one that you used for the Cossack squat, and your bike. All right, so we're gonna do and your medicine ball. So the medicine balls that we're gonna do for today is the lighter ones, and I want everyone to try to use the black dead drop balls, either a 6 or an 8-pound one. You do not need to go up to 15 pounds on this. They should be light, they should be fast. So this is intervals, and it's deload intervals. So keep that in mind that on a normal day, we would be scoring how many reps you get, and I would be asking you to go like to the end of your fatigue limit on these things. And today, say like just get your heart rate up a little bit and then rest a little bit. Then get your heart rate up a little bit and then rest a little bit. So it should still be tiring, you should still be sweating, but you should not be like in the pain cave or on death's doorstep when you finish this workout. So it'll be 6 2-minute intervals, and we're gonna go odds and evens. So 1, 3, 5 and 2, 4, 6 will have different content in them, and you're just alternating back and forth every 2 minutes. So it'll be in 1 minute on the first odd interval. You're gonna get a 15 or 12 calories on the bike. And again, I'd like for you to be a little bit of spice on this so you have enough time that you can get off and do some of the other exercises. And then for the remainder of the minute, you're just doing sumo deadlift high pull with your kettlebell. And the kettlebell should be the moderate weight one, 44 and 26. Shouldn't be a crazy heavy weight. The sumo deadlift high pull, I have my feet a little bit wider than shoulder width, grabbing the kettlebell, and I'm going to drive into the ground and then pull to my chin. Right, so the sequence is hips and then arms, So making sure that as I'm standing tall, driving with the hips, that my arms are staying nice and long until I hit that hip extension completion, and I feel that kettlebell start to rise in front of me, and then I follow through with the pull of my arms, keeping my elbows higher than the hands to finish. And watch out for hitting your chin. If you do this right, the kettlebell will have some speed coming up, and if you stick your face on top of it, you will hit yourself in the chin with it, so be careful for that. All right, then you're gonna get a minute rest. On the next minute, you're gonna do the opposite format, right? So now we're doing exercise first and bike second. So we're gonna start off with 5 reps on each side of a medicine ball throw from the power stance. So I'm going from the left pocket, throw and hit the wall, right pocket, throw and hit the wall. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So my feet stay planted the whole time, and I'm just throwing from the hip, from that pocket right in front of me, return to the opposite hip. On this one, it's important that we really throw, kind of think underhanded, or like you're emptying a bucket, right? But if you get up where the ball is too high and I end up pushing with my shoulder, it takes a lot of the hips out of it. And that's what we're trying to work on there, is that rotation of the hip leading into rotation of the shoulders, okay? When you finish 5 and 5 on each side, then you're gonna go and hop on your bike, and you're just gonna get bike calories for the rest of the minute, and then you're gonna rest a minute. So it's always a minute on, minute off, minute on, minute off, with 2 alternating intervals to keep you busy, okay? And that is it for this Wednesday. Have a great one. I'll see you guys on Thursday.